What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. It's been a long summer with daily Manchester City transfer updates, but the transfer window is closed. The domestic transfer window is now closed as well, which means Manchester City will not be able to do business with anybody until the transfer market does reopen on January 1st, 2021. And yes, I will be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates. So I'm just going to be rounding up from what happened from my last video right on until deadline day and beyond for the domestic transfer window. But before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content and you want to help to support my channel, then make sure you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. We're crawling towards 14,000 subscribers at the time of recording this video. We're now less than 300 subscribers away. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, social media links there in the description below, and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorship for any videos or any general business inquiries. Also, leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, aiming for 300 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. And lastly, don't forget also, most importantly too, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say. And so without further ado, we're going to crack on with this videos, and we're first up going to start off by speaking about former Manchester City man Pablo Zabaleta, because it's not strictly transfer related with Manchester City news. I can maybe slide it into contract news, because he's now retired from football, all football, professional football. Pablo Zabaleta, he has retired from football. So firstly, happy retirement to Manchester City legend Pablo Zabaleta. I wish him all the best in the future. He hangs up his boots. Maybe he can take it easy. I do not know. What I do though, and this is why I've included this in this video, what I do hope does happen is Manchester City do offer him a role at the club if Pablo Zabaleta wants a job here. I really do hope that if Pablo Zabaleta does want to continue with football, obviously not playing football, but doing something behind the scenes, maybe coaching, scouting, working with youngsters, an ambassador role, something like that, that Manchester City could find a job for him, because I would like to see Pablo Zabaleta back where he belongs at Manchester City. Now, moving on to contract news, we've got a little bit of an update on Kevin De Bruyne and his latest contract. Now, Kevin De Bruyne has said that he isn't in talks with Manchester City for a new contract. It's all paper talk. He's happy at Manchester City. He's still got 3 years left on his contract. What I think will happen here is Manchester City will go into contract talks with Kevin De Bruyne. They will try and tie him down to a new long-term deal. He's going to be promised that captain's armband when Fernandinho leaves, and I think Fernandinho, this will be his last season at Manchester City's contract is up once more in the summer. I don't think there'll be another year-long extension, and from there De Bruyne will become the new Manchester City captain, and with that will come a new contract where he'll become one of, if not the highest paid player at Manchester City. He'll become the main man at Manchester City. It's all about playing that waiting game for that new contract with Kevin De Bruyne, and to be honest, a Kevin De Bruyne contract makes me feel very warm inside. And so, moving on to the outs, this domestic window, a couple of players have left Manchester City. The first comes in the form of Matt Smith. Now, it was been reported a couple of days ago by the Football Insider. They were saying that Doncaster Rovers wanted to sign Matt Smith and were in advanced talks to loan the 20-year-old central midfielder, who I thought would be a very decent signing for Doncaster Rovers. Turns out then rumours from Football Insider were true. He has signed on the dotted line. He has signed for Doncaster Rovers on the domestic window transfer deadline day on Friday evening. He has signed for Doncaster on a season-long loan. So I wanted to say the best of luck to Matt at Doncaster. I think that is a fantastic signing for them, and he'll do very well in League One. Now, moving on to the next player comes in the form of an update on Joel Latibeaudiere. Now, Swansea City, it was being reported, were set to announce the signing of Latabodia on a free contract from Manchester City. Wales Online, a media outlet obviously in Wales, were reporting that Manchester City could also include a sell-on fee for this deal, where Swansea City would obviously pay nothing, so they'll get him for free, but Manchester City will get a percentage should he be sold by Swansea at any point in the future for a fee. Now, Joel Latibeaudiere has left Manchester City on a permanent basis. He has now signed on the domestic window transfer deadline day. He signed for Swansea City for free. So I wanted to wish the best of luck to Joel on his future endeavours, obviously at Swansea City and beyond that. And so Latabodia, no longer a Manchester City player. Now, moving on to the ins, I want to discuss something with everybody. It comes in the form of Erling Haaland. Now, it was being reported, several sources were saying this, that Chelsea want to sign Erling Haaland next summer when he becomes available for his release clause, which is believed to be somewhere in the region of 60 to 65 million pounds. Now, Manchester City are going to be chasing a long-term Sergio Aguero replacement. We have been getting linked with Lautaro Martinez. I firmly believe that Martinez will end up at Barcelona. That is a place that he wants to go to. And so I look at other strikers around, and Haaland is the other obvious player that stands out with that release clause coming available next summer. If Chelsea sign Haaland, I'll be very disappointed. I'll be disappointed because I feel like we can go toe for toe with Chelsea in the transfer market to bring in Erling Haaland. I think he's a wonderful young football player who would suit not only Manchester City but the Premier League really, really well. And so I feel like if we're wanting a long-term Aguero replacement, affordable option here, 60 to 65 million pound, bam, Erling Haaland sorted. I know the deal isn't as straightforward as that. We know that Raiola is the agent of Erling Haaland, and Manchester City will not go into negotiations because City's, Chicky and other City chiefs do not like working with Raiola, and so that firstly becomes a big issue for Manchester City to sign him. That means that Haaland will want a big wage. The agent will want a big wage, a big agent fee included on top of that, and so that 60 to 65 million pound fee that you are paying would become a lot more expensive when you include agent fees and the players' wages on top of that. But young quality strikers aren't cheap. And in my opinion, 60 to 65 million pounds is a really good fee. That if a really good striker came available, I think minimum you'd be looking at in this market, in this day and age, a young quality player like Haaland, I think you'd be looking at a deal worth maybe 100+ million pounds. Just look at Kylian Mbappe and his transfer to PSG. And so I can safely say here that with the agent fees and wages included on top of the fee that would have to pay to Borussia Dortmund to sign Erling Haaland, it wouldn't get anywhere near to as close as what it would be to sign someone like Kylian Mbappe. And so I just feel like City need to basically bite the bullet here and just get over themselves a little bit here and break their structure and go out there and sign a world-class quality young striker. I'm going to be very disappointed. Like I said, if he goes to Chelsea and goes to Real Madrid or Barcelona, I'm not going to be that bothered. I mean, it's Real Madrid, it's Barcelona, okay? But to Chelsea, I consider Manchester City, we can compete with Chelsea. So if he ends up at Chelsea and not at City, he ends up at any other Premier League club other than Manchester City, I'll be very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. Because in terms of strikers and long-term Aguero replacements, in my opinion, nothing better than Erling Haaland. Haaland's got a decision to make next summer, because if I'm confident that lots of clubs will be interested in signing him. It's all about who can put the best deal forward. My concern here with Manchester City would be the best deal, the club he'll join will be the team that's willing to pay Raiola most amount of money, and City simply won't get involved in that. How does City get this transfer done? Like I said, the way City get it done is they'll have to pay more, they'll have to act quick, and they'd have to make their intentions clear. And try and get this transfer done. We know that Haaland is the son of former Manchester City man Alfie Haaland, and so I feel like we could get something sorted if we spoke to the right people and maybe worked harder and, like I said, bite the bullet and pay a little bit more. You pay a little bit more, you get that quality, you know? That's just my opinion. I'd like to know your thoughts of that anyway in the comments below. So there we go, that's been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Aiming for 300 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 14k subscribers, so any help again towards that would be much appreciated by me. And lastly, let me know your thoughts of these transfers in the comments below, including your well wishes for Pablo Zabaleta, and let me know your thoughts on Erling Haaland as well. And so, daily Manchester City transfer updates. The transfer window covered it all. Summer 2020. JSGC has completed it. We will be back again January 2021 daily Manchester City transfer updates. But in the meantime, we've got lots of other videos, fan reactions, Manchester City news, and also, of course, then watch-alongs for everyone to look forward to. Plenty more Manchester City content to come, so make sure, like I said, that you do subscribe. So, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you all again for that watch-along for the Manchester City game against Arsenal this evening. I'll see you all again for that. So, I've been JSGC, signing out of transfers for the 2020 summer transfer window. It's been my pleasure covering it for everybody, by the way. And thank you, everyone, for the continued support. Peace. Ciao for now.